Identification of rocks under the microscope is one of the most powerful methods used in geology to reveal the true nature of Earth's materials. While hand specimens show only the surface characteristics of a rock, microscopic analysis exposes the hidden world of minerals, textures, and structures that record how a rock formed and evolved through geological time. By examining thin sections under polarized light, geologists can distinguish minerals that appear identical to the naked eye and uncover processes such as crystallization, deformation, and metamorphism. This microscopic perspective transforms ordinary rocks into detailed geological archives, making petrographic identification an essential tool for understanding Earth's history. Principles of petrographic microscopy. Petrographic microscopy is a foundational technique in geology that enables the detailed identification and interpretation of rocks through the microscopic examination of their constituent minerals. Unlike macroscopic observation, which is limited to color, grain size, and visible structures, petrographic microscopy reveals mineralogical and textural information that records the conditions under which a rock formed and later evolved. This method relies primarily on transmitted light microscopy and the preparation of rocks as thin sections. The cornerstone of petrographic analysis is the thin section, a slice of rock ground to a standard thickness of approximately 30 micrometers. At this thickness, most minerals become translucent, allowing light to pass through them. Thin sections are typically mounted on glass slides using optically clear resin and polished to ensure uniform thickness. The standardized preparation is essential, as many optical properties, such as birefringence and interference colors, depend directly on thickness. Petrographic microscopes are specialized optical instruments designed to exploit the interaction between polarized light and crystalline materials. The microscope is equipped with a lower polarizer, located below the stage, which produces plane polarized light, PPL. In this mode, light vibrates in a single direction, allowing the observation of fundamental mineral properties such as color, pleochroism, relief, cleavage, and grain boundaries. Plane polarized light is particularly useful for distinguishing minerals with strong absorption characteristics, such as biotite or amphibole. Above the objective lens, a second polarizing filter, known as the analyzer, can be introduced to create cross-polarized light, XPL. In this configuration, the vibration directions of the polarizer and analyzer are perpendicular to each other. Most minerals then display characteristic interference colors caused by birefringence, a property resulting from the anisotropic nature of crystalline structures. Under cross-polarized light, features such as extinction behavior, twinning, and interference color patterns become visible, providing critical diagnostic criteria for mineral identification. The rotating stage of the petrographic microscope is another essential component. By rotating the thin section through 360 degrees, changes in brightness, color, and extinction can be observed. These changes are directly related to the optical orientation of minerals and allow geologists to distinguish between isotropic, uniaxial, and biaxial minerals. For example, cubic minerals such as garnet remain dark under cross-polarized light regardless of rotation, while silicate minerals such as quartz and feldspar show systematic variations. Accessory plates further enhance petrographic analysis. Commonly used plates include the gypsum plate, quartz wedge, and mica plate, each inserted into the optical path to modify interference colors in predictable ways. These tools allow the determination of optical sign, birefringence order, and crystallographic orientation. Although not always required for routine identification, accessory plates are invaluable for advanced mineralogical analysis. Petrographic microscopy is not limited to identifying individual minerals. It also provides insight into rock textures and microstructures. Grain size, grain shape, crystal boundaries, and mineral relationships reveal information about cooling rates, deformation, and metamorphic conditions. Igneous rocks may display interlocking crystalline textures, sedimentary rocks preserve cementation and depositional features, and metamorphic rocks exhibit foliation, lineation, and recrystallization textures. These observations link microscopic features directly to geological processes. In essence, the principles of petrographic microscopy combine precise sample preparation, controlled polarized light, and systematic observation to transform rocks into interpretable geological records. Mastery of this technique allows geologists to move beyond simple classification and toward a deeper understanding of Earth's dynamic systems, preserved at the microscopic scale. Mineral optical properties used in rock identification. The identification of rocks under the microscope relies fundamentally on the recognition of mineral optical properties. When minerals are examined in thin section using a petrographic microscope, they interact with polarized light in ways that reflect their internal crystal structure and chemical composition. These optical behaviors provide a systematic and reliable framework for distinguishing minerals that may appear similar in hand specimen but are optically distinct at the microscopic scale. One of the first properties observed under plane polarized light, PPL, is color. Some minerals exhibit characteristic body colors caused by selective absorption of light, while others are colorless. For example, quartz and feldspar are typically colorless in PPL, whereas biotite and hornblende display distinct brown or green hues. Closely related to color is pleochroism, the change in color of a mineral as the stage is rotated. Pleochroism is especially diagnostic in minerals with strong anisotropic absorption, such as amphiboles and micas, and provides immediate clues about mineral identity and crystallographic orientation. Another key property visible in PPL is relief, which describes how strongly a mineral grain stands out from its surroundings. Relief depends on the difference between the refractive index of the mineral and that of the mounting medium. Minerals with high relief, such as olivine, appear sharply outlined, while low-relief minerals like quartz blend more subtly into adjacent grains. Relief is particularly useful for distinguishing minerals with similar colors but different refractive indices. Cleavage and fracture are also critical observational features. Cleavage refers to the tendency of a mineral to break along specific crystallographic planes, producing straight, parallel cracks visible in thin section. Feldspars typically show two cleavage directions at nearly right angles, while amphiboles display two cleavages intersecting at approximately 60 and 120 degrees. In contrast, quartz lacks cleavage and instead exhibits irregular fracture patterns. These structural features remain visible regardless of lighting conditions and are essential for accurate mineral identification. Under cross-polarized light, XPL, additional optical properties become apparent. One of the most important is birefringence, the difference in refractive indices within an anisotropic mineral. Birefringence produces interference colors that vary in intensity and hue. Low birefringence minerals such as quartz display gray to white interference colors, while high birefringence minerals like calcite exhibit bright, high-order colors. Interference color charts allow geologists to estimate birefringence and narrow down mineral identity. Extinction behavior provides further diagnostic information. As the microscope stage is rotated under XPL, anisotropic minerals periodically go dark when their crystallographic directions align with the polarization directions. The angle between extinction and visible crystal features, such as cleavage or elongation, can be characteristic of specific minerals. For example, straight extinction is common in orthopyroxene, while inclined extinction is typical of clinopyroxene. Twinning is another important optical feature observed in many minerals, particularly feldspars. Twinning appears as repeated, symmetrical lamellae or bands within a single crystal and is best seen under cross-polarized light. Albite twinning in plagioclase feldspar is one of the most recognizable patterns in petrography and is widely used to identify feldspar species and compositions. In some minerals, optical sign and optic angle can be determined using interference figures, which are observed under high magnification with convergent light. These properties distinguish uniaxial minerals, such as quartz and calcite, from biaxial minerals, such as feldspars and pyroxenes. Although more advanced, these observations provide precise constraints on mineral identity and crystallographic symmetry. Collectively, mineral optical properties form a coherent and systematic toolkit for rock identification. By integrating observations from plane polarized and cross-polarized light, geologists can accurately identify minerals, interpret rock textures, and reconstruct the geological processes that shape them. This optical approach remains one of the most powerful and enduring methods in petrographic analysis. Textural and structural features of igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. The microscopic identification of rocks extends beyond individual mineral recognition to the analysis of textures and structures that reflect the physical and chemical conditions of rock formation. Textural and structural features observed in thin section record processes such as crystallization, deposition, deformation, and recrystallization. By examining these features under the petrographic microscope, geologists can reliably distinguish igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks and reconstruct their geological histories. Igneous rocks are characterized by textures that form during the crystallization of magma or lava. One of the most fundamental igneous textures is the interlocking crystalline texture, in which mineral grains grow together without pore space. Grain size is a primary indicator of cooling rate. Coarse-grained, phaneritic textures suggest slow cooling at depth, as seen in plutonic rocks, while fine-grained, aphanitic textures indicate rapid cooling in volcanic environments. Under the microscope, volcanic rocks may show a porphyritic texture, where large, well-formed phenocrysts are embedded in a fine-grained or glassy groundmass, reflecting a two-stage cooling history. Another common igneous feature is igneous zoning, especially in plagioclase feldspar, visible as concentric compositional variations under cross-polarized light. Aphitic and subaphitic textures, where pyroxene partially or completely encloses plagioclase lavas, are diagnostic of mafic igneous rocks such as gabbro and dolerite. In some cases, volcanic glass and vesicular textures, formed by trapped gas bubbles, may be preserved, providing evidence of eruption dynamics. Sedimentary rocks display textures that reflect processes of weathering, transport, deposition, and lithification. Under the microscope, clastic sedimentary rocks are identified by detrital grains that are often rounded or angular depending on transport history. Grain size sorting is a key feature. Well-sorted textures suggest prolonged transport or uniform energy conditions, whereas poorly sorted textures indicate rapid deposition. Quartz grains commonly show undulose extinction due to prior deformation in the source area, while feldspars may appear altered or partially dissolved. The cement and matrix are critical components of sedimentary textures. Cement minerals such as quartz, calcite, or iron oxides bind detrital grains together and are often visible as overgrowths or pore-filling material. In contrast, fine-grained clay-rich matrix appears as a dark, microcrystalline background. Sedimentary structures such as lamination, cross-bedding, and graded bedding may be preserved at the microscopic scale, providing insight into depositional environments. In carbonate rocks, textures such as micrite, sparite, and fossil fragments are essential for classification and paleoenvironmental interpretation. Metamorphic rocks are defined by textures that result from mineralogical and structural changes under elevated temperature, pressure, and differential stress. One of the most distinctive metamorphic features is foliation, a planar fabric formed by the alignment of platy or elongate minerals such as mica or amphibole. Under the microscope, foliation appears as parallel mineral orientations and compositional banding. Increasing metamorphic grade often leads to recrystallization, where mineral grains grow larger and more equant, reducing original sedimentary or igneous textures. Metamorphic rocks may also exhibit lineation, defined by the alignment of elongate minerals in a linear pattern. In higher-grade metamorphic rocks, gneissic banding develops as alternating layers of light and dark minerals, reflecting mineral segregation during metamorphism. Porphyroblasts, large metamorphic crystals such as garnet or staurolite, may grow within a finer-grained matrix and preserve inclusion trails that record earlier deformation events. Unlike igneous and sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks often show evidence of deformation, such as undulose extinction, bent crystal lattices, and microfractures. These features indicate tectonic stress and provide insight into the pressure-temperature history of the rock. In petrographic analysis, the integration of textural and structural observations is essential for accurate rock identification. By linking microscopic features to geological processes, geologists can distinguish between igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks and interpret the dynamic environments in which they formed.